Happy Friday. Let's go over the games on Friday nights, and what are some guys you want to stream for Friday. A lot of teams are playing a back-to-back Friday and Saturday, so it's even better. You use one acquisition, get two matches, and then on Sunday spend another acquisition, get another guy, so that that roster spot you have is being filled, right? There's no miss games. There are no days that you don't have a player playing on that day. So let's get into the first game: the Bulls versus the Magic. Bulls are favored this game. Interestingly, they're both 8-12 and 8-14. Okay. On the Bulls side, Wendell Carter Jr. is still out, and on the Magic side, Aaron Gordon is out. So you must roster Thaddeus Young already. He's So why Thaddeus Young is so good is in category leagues he give you the steals he give you is so good. This year in 25 minutes he's averaging 1.3. Playing 30 plus minutes he will average 1.5, 1.6, and he can do that. Career wise he's about 1.5 steals guy. He can definitely do that. So if Thaddeus Young is out there available in your league, assuming you play 12 team, right? I can't speak about like 10 teams or 8 teams. I don't know. But 12 teams, he's been a top 50 guy in the past week or so. So you grab him, and his field goal is also good. You grab him until Wendell Carter Jr. until he loses minutes, right? So you should roster him already. Guys, you can stream on this Bulls team. I don't think there aren't that many guys with a lot of high upside. Garrett Temple, Patrick Williams, Denzel Washington. Those guys, I'm honestly not too high on any of them. It depends on who on your wire. If you need assists, I would go for Thomas Satoransky. Hoping for 4 or 5 assists. It depends on who else is on your waiver wire. If guys like TJ McConnell is not available, I would go for Thomas Satoransky. Also, some decent steals. For him only playing 16, 17 minutes, that's the major concern. He may not get enough minutes. But if you're going to get the value, it's very, very thin. Very, very thin value if you're going to stream any Bulls guys. And on the Magic side, Cole Anthony is the guy maybe even want to roster or stream. If he's out there, for sure grab him. His assist upside is also pretty high. Scoring wise, it's 11 points, so that's okay. And I don't think he might pop out for 20. 20 points. He might. They're playing the Bulls, so playing against Kobe White, we don't know. We'll see. He's the guy with the most upside. I'm assuming that Terrence Ross and Evan Fournier are already rostered. If those two guys not a roster, you want to go to your league and grab those two guys in your 12-team leagues. Right? Evan Fournier is a pretty good scorer, and Terrence Ross hits a lot of threes and decent steals. After Cole Anthony on this Magic team, another guy is Cam Birch. With the Aaron Gordon injury, he is worth taking a look. He grabs a lot of rebounds. In 22 minutes, he's grabbing 6. 30 minutes, he can grab 8. 7, 8, 9. Right? He's a pretty efficient guy and give you some steals and blocks. So I like him. Everybody else on Magic, nope, not interested in them at all. Let's go to the next game, the Pacers and the New Orleans Pelicans. No injuries. That's good to see. On the Pelicans side, I like the only two guys I like, assuming Eric Bledsoe is is not out there, is roster. Josh Hart and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They also have, let's see, New Orleans Pelicans. Yeah, they also have a back-to-back. So many teams that got a back-to-back today. Yeah, I would stream Josh Hart for the rebound. If I need a rebound, threes, and some steals combination. If I need points, steals, a little bit of, not a lot of assists actually for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So I'm okay with streaming both of those guys since they have a back-to-back. With Josh Hart being the more consistent. He's pretty consistent, getting you 7 to 8 rebounds every single game. Right? And on the Pacers side, I like Justin Holiday. I think a lot of guys probably don't really value this guy that much in category. In points, he's probably not that valuable, but in category, yes, he give you like 10, 11 points, which is bad, but it's not like 5 points, right? He can give you a little bit scoring, but his most his best category is steals and turnover, and his some threes, right? Still, he's averaging 1.2. I think he can be a 1.5 steals guy, honestly. He just need a game or two explosion, getting those four steals, and he's a very very low turnover guy. So grab him, and Doug McDermott. They have a back-to-back. Doug McDermott is capable of going off. Have a 20-point game. I can see that happening. It's possible, but he doesn't really give you anything else. Jeremy Lamb, is the best guy probably out of the three guys I just mentioned. The highest upside because he's pretty efficient and he can score more points than those two. Doug McDermott can also score points, but Jeremy Lamb give you other stuff more like the steals, and also very efficient. Those two guys are pretty efficient. TJ McConnell, it depends on what your team needs, but the assists and steals he give you, right? Let's just think about this. Like he's averaging 6 assists and 1.7 steals. So the most assist guys in the league this year is guys like LeBron, Westbrook, Harden. None of those guys has over like 1.5 steals. Like Harden and Westbrook, they're supposed to be high steal guys, but they're not this year. Like who am I thinking? Like who's averaging the most assists? Let's see, assist leaders. NBA. It's just a fun exercise we can do. So let's see in this season so far. The assist leaders is we got Harden, right? Not a big steals guy. Luka, nope. Trae Young, nope. Chris Paul this year, nope. Jokic, yeah, he's getting a lot of steals, as well. But I think Jokic is still never gonna fall down. Jokic is averaging 8.4 assists, 1.8, 1.9. But the top 4 guys, they don't really give you that much steals. And we look at the steal leaders this year. OG don't really give you assists. Larry Nance Jr. no. Jrue Holiday, yeah, 5. But TJ McConnell give you 6.3. So he's basically a Jrue Holiday with all the other stats. Other stats is gonna suck because he's really not giving you. But those two categories, such a big boost, and such low turnover as well. So I really like TJ McConnell, even though his ranking is really low. People maybe don't really value him that much. I think he's more valuable than Draymond Green. To be honest, he has more steals, same amount of assists. Draymond's blocks number has been low, and Draymond doesn't really score. And Draymond probably has, worse efficiency and more turnovers. So that's it about TJ McConnell. In category leagues, I really like this guy. And that's it for all the guys you want to stream for this game. The next game, the Milwaukee Bucks and Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs, they got Colin Sexton and Larry Nance Jr. questionable. Bucks, everybody's healthy. And they're really only 2 guys. They also have, do they have a back-to-back? They also have a back-to-back. Dante DiVincenzo, you're only streaming for steals, but he hasn't been giving you that. They do have a back-to-back, so if you need steals, obviously TJ McConnell is a way better guy out there, but I would stream him only for the purpose of steals only. Maybe a little bit points. 10 points is okay, good enough. And Bobby Portis, in very limited minutes, he's producing. He is producing in only 17 minutes. So for guys like that, even low minutes doesn't even really matter because they consistently go out there, play 18 minutes, have high usage, and grab a lot of rebounds. Like he consistently, so far, 15, 16 games, he consistently does that. And if it's a blowout, he might play more minutes. And his defensive numbers has been going up. 0.9 steals is really nice. So I would stream those 2 guys, consider they also have a back-to-back. And on the Cleveland Cavaliers side, do they have a back-to-back? Yeah, they also have a back-to-back. Jesus. So if Larry Nance Jr. cannot go, I would stream Taurean Prince. Assuming Jared Allen and is not dropped. Jared Allen should also get more minutes. Hopefully he can go off today. We'll see. Andre Drummond has been underperforming. We'll see how he plays tonight. If Colin Sexton cannot go, guys, Taurean Prince probably gets more minutes than guys like Damian Dotson. But this guy doesn't really do much in fantasy. Sadie Osman would also benefit, but he's really low field goal. Maybe just a little bit points, to be honest. So with those 2 guards healthy, he's probably not going to get a lot of assists. So just a little bit more point, but I think there are better options for points out there on the waiver wire. Let's go on to the next game, the Raptors and the Brooklyn Nets. OG is still out. Hopefully he can come back healthy. Still average 2 steals a game. We'll see. The Raptors side, Norman Powell, if he's out there available in a waiver wire, he is a must pick up. He's just playing so well at the moment. I mean, it could fall off. They also have a back-to-back. But he's playing so well at the moment. What else can you do? You have to roster him. Giving you huge scoring and huge efficiency and huge number of steals. In 26 minutes, he's giving you 1.2 steals so far. And low turnovers. Chris Boucher, we'll see. They're playing the Nets today, and they're playing... Actually, I'm worried. Playing this game, he may not do much. And against Atlanta Hawks, maybe he get more minutes. We'll see. Because they're going to play Jeff Green on the Nets. And probably Nick Nurse is not going to go with Chris Boucher. Just not a good matchup for him. Can't really switch out there guarding either KD or I can't even think about him guarding KD. So, yeah. Nobody else on the Raptors are that interesting after Chris Boucher, Norman Powell. Both guys should be rostered for sure in 12-team leagues or 9 categories especially. And on the net side, 2 guys I want to look at, they also have a back-to-back, Jeff Green and Joe Harris. They're going to get huge minutes. And DeAndre Jordan, if he's available, he's a pretty nice field goal rebound guy, a little bit blocks. If they have a back-to-back, sure, you can pick him up. And I think KD or Kyrie is going to maybe miss a game. There's a possibility. Harden should play both games. So it's even worth more if you stream Joe or Jeff Green. And for Joe, he's the best points, like across the board, I think, at this point. Because he, all the guys on the Nets, they look for this guy. Especially, I think in the first quarter or something. They're just trying to get this guy shots. Get him going, get some easy points in the first quarter. And they can take over in the second half. So I like Joe Harris, streaming Joe Harris and Jeff Green here. DeAndre Jordan is also an option. And on the Wizards side, Wizards and the Miami Heat. Both teams suck, but Miami favored by 7 points. Westbrook is not sidelined. He should be playing today. And other than Westbrook and Beal, to be honest, I'm not interested in any of those guys. Rui Hachimura, maybe for points only. But if I want points, I probably prefer Joe Harris. But if Joe Harris is already picked up, he's a good option. They don't have a back-to-back. They have a game today and they have a game on Sunday. So that's another thing about them. And Davis Bertans is another guy, probably dropped. He has not been shooting the ball well, but he still give you those threes, right? But if you need a three-point streamer, find someone who's on a hot streak at the moment, right? I wouldn't pick someone who's in a shooting slump, quote unquote. And Ish Smith, you stream him when Westbrook is out, which is coming up. They have a back-to-back game. And I don't know if it's me or the Wizards have so many back-to-back games. They have so many. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I own Westbrook in my leagues. I just feel like they have so many back-to-backs. And on the Miami Heat side, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. Tyler Hero is probably rostered. Duncan Robinson, yeah. Speaking of three-point streamers, I would for sure pick Duncan Robinson over Davis Bertans at the moment. Duncan Robinson can give you that, but nothing else. Kelly Olynyk is another guy. Miami Heat, do they have a back-to-back? They don't have a back-to-back. Kelly Olynyk is a guy I'm happy with streaming. Yeah, don't touch Kendrick now. He just Coach Bud, it's not like his minutes went down. He just did not play. So I guess in Coach Spoelstra's logic is that if I'm gonna play Kendrick now, I'm gonna play him high minutes. Hopefully he can get into a rhythm, or I just don't play him at all. I think that makes sense. Maybe, I don't know. Either playing this guy high minutes or don't play him at all. I can follow the logic. And nobody really is that interesting after Kelly Olynyk. Kelly Olynyk is up and down, but if you need a center, give you some, all-around stats, you can grab him. The next game is the Minnesota Timberwolves and OKC. Karl Anthony Towns is still out. D'Lo is tagged with a questionable tag. I think he's going to play today. There is a possibility he misses tomorrow's game. Timberwolves, they're just playing games. It's like the Lakers put LeBron on questionable tag every single game. So if they want to rest him, they got an excuse. I think D'Lo is going to play today. And it's 50-50 tomorrow, to be honest. I don't really think he's injured. Timberwolves probably just wants to tank. And OKC, everybody injured. So a lot of usage opening up. We can talk about the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards and Ricky Rubio are the two guys I'm interested in. Anthony Edwards mainly for points. if you need points, he's probably the guy with the highest upside out of everybody. Just so many usage opening up on this team with Karl Anthony Towns out. Obviously, D'Lo and Malik Beasley. After that, it's Anthony Edwards. He mainly give you points, scoring, nothing else. Ricky Rubio, sure, you can stream him for assists. In 22 minutes, he's averaging 5.8. So he's still valuable in a lot of, in night category. 5.8 and 1.2. I mean, it's not as good as TJ McConnell, but still good enough. If he can get 23 minutes, that's the thing. Naz Reid and Jared Vanderbilt, both quality options until Cat comes back. I like Naz Reid more than Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is probably a higher rebound guy, but Naz Reid actually a pretty good blocks and steals guy, and more points. So I favor Naz Reid, but Vanderbilt, if you want to stream, sure. But his minutes couple last games are not high, so I wouldn't really recommend you streaming him. And on the OKC side, if Darius Bazley is dropped in your league, go grab him. He hasn't been. He's been playing pretty well lately, but for the season, he's somewhat disappointing. Only averaging 11.5 points, playing 30 minutes every game, and he's shooting the ball really, really horribly. I think he can turn it around at some point this season. Maybe not, but I think. If you want to stream somebody, he's probably the guy with the highest upside out of everybody I just talked about. With everybody out on this team too. 7 rebound is nice. If he can get more blocks, beginning of the season he was blocking 1.5 shots a game. He can do that, sure. But he's a low assist guy, low steals guy. We know that already. And his field goal is kind of rough most nights. Lou Dort not interested. Al Horford, yeah, he's probably rostered. This guy's main value is probably turnover, a little bit steals and good blocks. That's why guys like this, the value, it's really depend on your team and depend on your matchup. Comparing Al Horford and Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook in 9 category value is way worse because his 3 efficiency is so bad. Right? It's like he's really good in points, assists, and rebound, but his efficiency is so bad they kind of cancel each other out. Whereas Al Horford, he doesn't really have a category that hurts you. That's why his ranking is so high. So if Horford is dropped, I will pick him up for sure. Maybe he doesn't get the minutes later on the season. For now, he's doing it. Theo Maledon is another guy, has decent upside with everybody out. He had 6 steals last game. So just let you guys know, he has the firepower. He has the capability to go off, getting 6 steals. He's a rookie. He's playing hard. I wouldn't be surprised he gets 3 steals. Again today. We don't know. We'll see. Playing the Timberwolves, anything can happen, right? And after that, Hamidou Diallo is another guy I want to stream for sure. We've seen this with him, is given minutes, he produces. After that, nobody's that interesting on the OKC side. The next team, the Jazz and the Charlotte Hornets. 3 more games. The Jazz, everybody healthy, and Charlotte Hornets, Terry Rozier is going to play. It will be very interesting to see how, is he coming off the bench or what? We don't know. We'll see. And on the Jazz side, everybody is healthy. So Royce O'Neal is the guy I'm down to streaming. Jazz also has a back-to-back. High rebounding numbers. A lot of guys in the waiver has high rebounding, but he does it pretty efficiently. Give you some steals and blocks. Low turnover guy. Bogdanovic, another guy I want to stream for some points. If I want points only, I probably even prefer Anthony Edwards. But Bogdanovic probably give you more threes, and he's been playing quite well, so I don't mind streaming him and see what happens. If his shooting cool off, drop him. If his shooting continues, keep rostering on my team until that fall off. Joe Ingles, 4 assists. It's just the steals has been so low. 4 assists is definitely nice. It's hard to find big assist guys on the waiver wire, to be honest. Like once somebody pick up TJ McConnell, I think the next thing I can think of is Tyus Jones, but the guy only played 20 minutes. So yeah, you can stream Ingles for assists only. Derek Favors, you can stream him for some blocks, but the upside is so low. The man plays 16 minutes a game. And on the Hornets side, PJ Washington is going to be out. Cody Zeller is a must roster. If you have in your league, he's still out there. You roster him He don't really dropping at the moment. He's playing too well at the moment. Interesting to see LaMelo Ball and how LaMelo Ball's minutes gonna be like with Terry Rozier back. Miles Bridges is the only guy I think I want to stream, but again, he doesn't really have that one category that's really strong. So because at this point by Friday, right, you kind of know if you're playing a category D, you kind of know, oh, I'm gonna lose this category. I'm already lost in this category, so I'm not even gonna try. Oh, the steals is close. I'm gonna try to get more steals, or blocks is close. So guys like Miles Bridges, the streaming value is not really high because when you stream, you're trying to, at least my strategy is, okay, I know I'm going to lose in this category. I'm going to try to win. Picking up a guy like Miles Bridges, I don't know what I'm doing. It's like, okay, he's going to give me a little bit of points, a little bit of rebounds. Very tiny assists. So what am I really trying to do here? You know? So that's my view on Miles Bridges. Just all around it. Pretty all around, but not one category that pops out. That's it for this game. The next game, the Detroit Pistons and Phoenix Suns. Oh yeah, a lot of guys out on the Detroit side. Actually, not a lot. Only guy is Wayne Allenton, right? But I think Mason Plumlee did all right. They should already be rostered, in my opinion. Wayne Allenton, if he's questionable, yeah, you don't want to take the risk of picking him up and he's not playing, right? He's not that good. So Josh Jackson is pretty attractive to me, and they have a back-to-back today. And after that, it's nobody's good on the Detroit team, to be honest. You know, for guys to be worth streaming in, like, for role players playing 20-25 minutes, either you like a Jordan Clarkson, you know, shoot 15 times pretty consistently, or you are a specialist, right? Either the steal specialist or block specialist. And on Detroit, there's nobody really doing that. Nobody. You see the defense, everybody still is solo. And on the Phoenix Suns side, who do I want to see? The only guy I'm interested in is Cameron Johnson. Jay Crowder is actually doubtful. I saw that, right? So maybe Cameron Johnson will get more minutes with Jay Crowder out. But he's mainly hit some threes, 11 points. If you want to stream some threes and you don't want to turnover, sure. But most 3-point shooters, they don't really turn the ball over anyways. So I think it might be like a Bogdanovic is better than, has higher upside than Cameron Johnson. And Joe Harris obviously way better. But if those two guys are already out, sure, you can consider pick him up. And the last game of the night at 10 o'clock Eastern is the Boston Celtics and LA Clippers. Marcus Smart is still out. Jaylen Brown, actually, I just saw on my phone that he's going to be out. So, and the Clippers have Patrick Beverley is out. So Celtics, there's some usage opening up at the guard spot. Peyton Pritchard is still out, actually. And Jeff Teague has not been good at all this year. So I'm not really interested in anybody, you know, guard position, because they're playing so poorly. Jeff Teague's been playing so poorly. So with Jaylen Brown out, maybe they will give more minutes to guys like Daniel Theis, Tristan Thompson, Robert Williams. Robert Williams being the guy with the highest upside. Daniel Theis is, you know, I think he's a good pickup. He gets consistent minutes and he's been playing quite well and give you some good field goal and big man stats, right? He really does that. And on the Clippers side, Patrick Beverley still, yeah, Batum is the one that, if you need some steals and blocks, sure, Batum is gonna give you that, right? And a little bit of assist as well. 2.5 assists, it looks low, but on the waiver wire, anybody over like 3.5 is good in 12 teams usually. Like a full assist guy is pretty good. That's why guys like TJ McConnell, you know, you just kind of want to roster him because the assist is so pretty valuable, and like a Ricky Rubio. Nobody else, honestly. Zubac, you can stream him, but the upside is quite low, in my opinion. He can grab you 7-8 rebounds, but that's it. The playing time is just not high enough. Oh, actually, Paul George is. I saw in Paul George's question was, if Paul George cannot go, you can stream guys like Marcus Morris, right? He probably get more minutes, but the upside is really not that high, to be honest. And that's it for all the streaming options for today. Happy Friday, guys. See you later.